What's up, guys, and welcome to Forza Horizon 6. That's right, baby, we've got some early gameplay, and this is the full game. So, huge thank you to Xbox for the early access. Now, I can't post everything I want to post yet. We're going to have to wait for May 14th at 8 a.m. Eastern to be able to do that. However, they did give me permission to post a couple of videos before that major embargo drops. So, in this one, we are going to be comparing locations in Forza Horizon 6 compared to their real-life counterparts, and some of these get absolutely insane. I have to say, this is my favorite Horizon map ever by far, and I actually just got back from Japan a couple days ago. The way that this game transports me there and makes me feel like I'm actually there again is just beyond anything I've ever seen before. Like, it's so good. So let's hop into it. So first up, we're going to be taking a look at one of the most iconic landmarks in the game, and honestly, one of the most iconic landmarks in Japan. This is an absolute national icon. Look at Mount Fuji right there off to the west of this map. This is such a cool moment every time you see it. So the mountain is kind of like off over here behind this lake, but literally you can just pick any road. Look at, I think this one's pretty good. Look at that. Like, are we serious right now? Anytime you're driving from east to west in this game, this thing is just dominating off in the distance, and it's cool because it's kind of a POI. You kind of know what you're going towards, and you know, gives you a sense of scale of everything, but it is just so freaking beautiful, dude. Let's just pick another random road that goes that way. I think like over here, it really looks pretty cool too. Oh my goodness, dude. There's like a little village over here. And again, you know, we're a little bit farther away here. It's a little bit harder to see, but anytime you look up at the horizon, you're going to be able to know which direction you're going. It's kind of like when you see the balloons, which we might be able to see back behind us. You kind of always know where the festival is. You can see those up to the top right there. So yeah, just really cool to always see this thing off the distance. Even in the cutscenes, I mean, this is Japan's tallest mountain. It's actually an active volcano, which is kind of crazy. It hasn't erupted since the 1700s. Just this perfectly shaped volcano. We're gonna go around this bend. We're gonna come back to it here in a second. When I say this thing is just so dramatic in real life. Like, it's dramatic in game, but it is like a spiritual moment when you first see this thing in real life. We unfortunately didn't have enough time to actually go to it. There's like a lot of lakes and stuff around it, aka the lake up in our top left right there. It's one of the most scenic spots in the world, but when we did take the Shinkansen, which is the bullet train, which is also in game, to Kyoto, you can see it about 45 minutes after you leave Tokyo, or 45 minutes before you get back to Tokyo. You have like a 2-minute window where you can clearly see it, and dude, it was just honestly a little bit overwhelming because it's so big, it's so demanding of your view, and it's just so freaking perfect. So really cool ode to it here in Japan. Absolute national landmark, national icon, and we've got it here in Forza Horizon 6. Hey, that was the Shinkansen in that loading screen. Too bad it loaded too quick. We couldn't really see it. But hey, I guess, you know, that's a good problem to have. So next up, we're going to come over to this little sky look here. I think we should be able to see the next thing I wanted to talk about. Well, you can see the tip of it over on the right. But look, I mean, look at this view. This is just incredible. Ah, there she is. Okay, the Tokyo Tower. So this is a communications tower in Tokyo. It's iconic because it's got this like really bright orange and white livery painted on it, and obviously it looks just like the Eiffel Tower. It was modeled after it, although they did build it a little bit bigger, which I think is kind of funny. It kind of stole the aura from it. It was built in late 50s, I think, 1958, something like that, but it's just another really cool point of interest, kind of like Fuji, that you see it and you know exactly where you are, and honestly just driving around it and under it and stuff, bro, these freeway systems are so freaking complicated. I don't even know how we're going to get to it, but I'm going to try to do my best. Done a couple of races where you're racing right by it, racing under it, things like that. Such an iconic landmark here in Japan, and yeah, we made it to the base of it here. So if we go into, let's do a little drone mode, we might be able to look up at that thing. Dude, look at that. Are you serious? And honestly, as good as it looks right here, it looks even better at night. In real life, Chelsea and I had a little R34 excursion, which we'll talk about in a bit, but we got a nice little photo under it. So yeah, just kind of a cool national monument here. Next up, we're going to be here in Akihabara, which is going to be kind of in this section of the city. And honestly, this ended up being one of my favorite parts of Tokyo. It is such a crazy neighborhood. Look at all the neon, look at all the signs, look at all the chaos, look at the gachapon machines. This part of Tokyo is basically like the hub of electronics, gaming, manga, anime, like anything you can think of in nerd culture, and these gachapon things are huge. They are literally everywhere. Do you hear the music going on in the background, bro? It was absolutely insane. It's just like information overload everywhere. Look at this. You've got like the little convenience stores, you've got the vending machines, you got more gachapon back in the alley back there. You got people interacting with all of it. I love it. If you come around this way, there's even more over here. This street is just iconic, dude. Look at that. I remember seeing this in one of the first trailers. Like, it's just so crazy, and obviously this looks really, really good at night. Super, super iconic spot here in Tokyo. There's even a Gacha City radio in-game. It's one of the radio stations, and you could see there the C in Gacha is like a gachapon capsule. It's just so sick. They've done such a good job capturing it. Honestly, dude, just driving around has been so nice. Like, I've been recording videos and stuff, of course, but just simply existing and checking out the map has been so insane. I mean, look at this. I have a large majority of the map unlocked. I think I'm like 4/5 of the way done or something. There are like a few little roads, some of these back roads and stuff I'm gonna have to fix up, but I've just been driving. I've just been enjoying it. I think the Shibuya crossing should be somewhere around here, which is one of the most iconic and busiest intersections in all of the world. Dude, just look at that. Look at how varied this map is. My goodness. Every corner you turn, there's just new stuff to look at, new things to uncover. To be honest, I have had a couple of issues where, like, especially early on when I'm in new areas that I haven't seen yet, I just get so enamored with looking at what I'm seeing that I'm not paying attention to what's happening on screen. I've literally fallen off the side of a mountain during a race doing that. We can see the tower. Where the heck is this you would think the biggest in the world, I would be able to find it. Is it this way? Dude, it's so freaking beautiful. I can't get over it. This is by far the best Horizon map we have ever had, and it's not close. I've loved pretty much every map, but this one, there's something about Tokyo and the way that they have captured it that just absolutely drives me insane. We've got to be close. It's going to be up here, I think. Here she is, Shibuya Crossing, dude. This is absolutely insane. So it's this massive crosswalk that has, you know, walkways to every street and then X's across the middle, and all of these people you see hanging out behind these barricades will all cross all at once in real life. 1,000 to 3,000 people per crossing. Every time there's a red light, there's 1,000 to 3,000 people crossing all at once, and then I think it can be up to like 500,000 people per day, which is just insane to think about. Whether you've been to Japan or not, I think every single one of you guys has seen this because it's one of the most iconic clips from Tokyo Drift when they're drifting through that massive crossing. That is Shibuya Crossing, and fun fact, and Chelsea and I had a nice little night. We had a friend pick us up at an R34, and we actually crossed the Rainbow Bridge. I don't know where I'm going at this point. We're just going to kind of ship it. It's somewhere down here. We got to be able to get off an exit, and I think I missed it back there. But yeah, we ended up going through the entire expressway and going over the Rainbow Bridge. It is just so cool. So next up, we're going to take the Shuto Expressway over to the Daikoku parking area, which both of these are absolutely iconic. Let's actually see a little bit more of the expressway first. I don't want to jump over there too quickly. So this is such an iconic Japan landmark, this expressway here. It is absolutely insane. It's like this elevated, super narrow, two-lane expressway that literally gets feet away from all the skyscrapers in the city. You've got skyscrapers, you've got tunnels, you've got super narrow roadways, all sorts of on-ramps and off-ramps and stuff. And honestly, this is easily one of my favorite parts of driving around this map because it's just so chaotic, it's so congested, so many cars and things to avoid and things like that. And like, look at all these interchanges and stuff. This is honestly one of the things I was most surprised by when we were there. I was impressed with the way that all the you know, cab drivers and Uber drivers and things like that were navigating it. But it's just really, really cool, really iconic, all the red arrow markers and things like that. Just a really, really fun part of this map to drive. Again, look at that. Mount Fuji, just off in the distance, dominating your horizon. I love it. I believe if we go, oh yeah, you could see on the street signs, it says Daikoku this way. So we're gonna head this way. Now, Daikoku is a super iconic, honestly, one of the most famous car meetups in the world, but we're going to be going over the Rainbow Bridge to be able to get there, which is also super iconic. This thing is lit up so nicely at night. In real life, the lights change with the seasons and holidays and things like that. And Chelsea and I had a nice little night. We had a friend pick us up at an R34, and we actually crossed the Rainbow Bridge. I don't know where I'm going at this point. We're just going to kind of ship it. It's somewhere down here. We got to be able to get off an exit, and I think I missed it back there. But yeah, we ended up going through the entire expressway and going over the Rainbow Bridge. I can't put into words just how cool it is to be ripping through one of the tunnels of the expressway system with like 7 GTRs all together. It was insane. So this is Daikoku. Like I said, this is one of the most famous car meetup spots in the world. You'll see everything from, you know, drift cars to multi-million-dollar supercars and stuff. It's actually just a parking lot, a parking area, like a truck stop, that's surrounded by all of these crazy circular highway systems. Here in game, it's actually a meetup spot. You can have a little car meet here. So if we had other people in game with us, we could just kind of pull up into a parking spot, park our car, and this is where you can come show off your builds, check out other people's builds. You can buy other people's cars straight off the lot right here, which is amazing. Got cinematic cameras where, I mean, imagine when this is filled up, when the game is officially out, and we're gonna have, you know, completely full meetups here. We're going to be able to show off your car, and it just, dude, such a cool feature. So yeah, this is kind of an unofficial car meet spot. Cars will go there, from what I understand, basically every night. Obviously, the weekends are a lot more packed. And when we were in Tokyo, I really wanted to go to this. Unfortunately, it was closed that night. We did end up going to Umihotaru, and we've got some rain happening here. This is amazing. We got the Daikoku light experience, but it was still insane, bro. There were GTRs out there like candy. I could not believe how many of them I saw. Saw a couple of Aventadors. Even saw a Chiron come through, and this was just on a random, I think it was a Thursday night. Wow. This is an absolute vibe. Oh, the thunder in the background. The storm just came in as a paid actor. All right, switching up vibes and cars here. We are going to be checking out one of what I think is the most iconic roads here in Forza Horizon 6. It's going to be over on the left side of the map. Look at all these squiggles here. So this is actually based on a real road, which I might mess the name up. I think it's Irahazaka in Japan, and I mean, for good reason. Obviously, with drifting and toge and everything else, this would have to be an iconic spot here. So you've got like over a dozen really sharp, winding hairpin turns here that have really stiff elevation. You can choose if you want to go up or go down. This Eviha, I'm not even sure how to pronounce it. This thing is honestly really, really hard to control because it's got so much torque, but we are throwing some shapes like nobody's business. That taxi got in the way. I don't have the drift zone unlocked for this yet. That's gonna have to come at a later time. So, you know, obviously if you start a drift zone, it'll get rid of the traffic for you. Okay. The fact that we have messed this up so many times and there's still so much road to go is just ridiculous, dude. Beautiful. Dude, look at the torque there. Not exactly the best cockpit to show you guys an interior view. We're looking through a little letterbox here, but yeah, this thing is a lot of fun. We actually have a toge event up here. Oh, chill. We're gonna be, I meant to do this, little 50-50 grind. But yeah, dude, super iconic. You've got these twin winding roads kind of interlooping, intersecting with each other. It's just absolutely insane. And I think the game just switched over to summertime like a couple hours ago. If it's spring, you're gonna have the cherry blossoms all through here. If you guys watched one of my other videos, I believe we had a cherry blossom segment. I'll find that and throw it on screen. But it's just such an iconic spot. And again, based off of real life Japan. The next one might be the most insane. It's just so ridiculously accurate. I think it's up here. Yeah, Shirakawa. Back in our NSX, we've got a little bit more control of this thing. But dude, this is just absolutely beautiful. So this is just northwest of Tokyo in the game. It's a little bit further away in real life, but obviously not everything can be to scale. Look at all of these old farmhouses with the super steep roofs that are built that way to kind of protect them from snow. A lot of these things are over 250 years old. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And dude, it is literally the spitting image of what it looks like in game. And it's just, it's so cool finding all of these little villages and things as you're scouting the game. Obviously, a lot of people are really excited about Tokyo and the congested downtown city and the really narrow streets and whatever else. But I feel like driving around this game, I found so many little villages and little segments and just little things that it's just so pleasing. And it's so contrasting. You never really know what's going to be around that next bend. So this area is really cool, and it's one of the very first street races that you get. So all of you guys will start here within like the first 20 minutes of the game. Another really cool one with like some history and stuff is gonna be over here. Oh, I love this one so much. It's literally on the loading screen right here. So that's where we're going to be going. It's called Siganto-ji. I hope I got that right. Probably didn't, but this is a temple that's over 1,500 years old. It's on the slopes of Mount Nachi, which is that big mountain that you see off in the distance there. And oh my goodness, dude. You guys can see what we're going to look at here. That giant waterfall, which yes, there is an XP board behind it. That is the tallest waterfall, single drop waterfall in Japan. And as we make our way up through this dirt road, well, it's not, it's kind of an asphalt road, but kind of this secluded road, I guess we could go with. Again, around every corner in this game, it just gets better and better and better. Are we serious right now? Look at this temple with the waterfall in the background. And if we go into drone mode here, look at how exact this is in real life. This is as high as I can go. Hold on, maybe if we... I'm gonna be banned from Japan for doing... Oh, I was gonna try to go up the stairs. Let me get the car a little bit higher, and then it might, either drone or photo mode might work a little bit better. It doesn't want me to get too high up here, but you guys can see the vibe that I mean. Like, it's so cool how accurate that is. This guy down here is freaking sick too. Oh, another beautiful shot of Mount Fuji. Look at how she's kind of faded out from the rain and stuff. But this is gonna be, I told you guys this thing is kind of hard to control. Pretty sure this is one of the pre-order cars, so you guys have that to look forward to as well. But this is going to be like the Kawazu loop bridge or something like that. This car with this amount of slickness is just ridiculous, but we're going to try to get it done. So in real life, this is a real location. It goes down the side of a mountain like we are right here. The only way to build a road. Okay. Oh my gosh, bro. The way we just reversed and continued doing that. Only way to build a road through there down that steep of a grade was to have this like looping bridge over itself. And so, of course, the ultimate drift location here in Forza Horizon 6.
You can keep running drift zones without limit, but there's always some extra points out there, right?
We'll take that little 3-star right there. But yeah, look at that thing, dude. That's so sick. And the last part that I'm a little bit worried about, because I really hope it's still here. It's summertime. It does look like we still have it. I mean, a lot of you guys probably have seen this from the trailers. Welcome to the Tateyama Kurobe Alpine route. Hopefully I said that right. But this is a road that passes through the northern Japanese Alps. And it is actually like this in real life. So these snow drifts can be up to 65 feet tall. It takes a ton of workers, like weeks and maybe even months, to be able to dig through this. But this is a real road you can actually see in real life. And of course, it's one of the most iconic things here in Forza Horizon 6. Now, you can go up top. We've got traction control off from the drifting, so we might kind of struggle in this thing a little bit. But you can go up top. There's like little ramps and stuff. You can jump over it. And yeah, just absolutely iconic. So there you guys have it. Honestly, if there's one thing I could say is I'm just so incredibly impressed with this map, dude. You can see Tokyo off the distance. Everything you're seeing, you can drive over, which is absolutely insane to think about. And it's not just like a big wide open expanse. Obviously up here near the Alps, there's not quite as much going on. This, you know, there wouldn't be anything up here on top of a mountain in real life either. But everything is so full. It's so varied. There's so much going on. There's so much activity. It's just, it truly is my favorite Horizon map ever. And I cannot wait to continue making videos and sharing this thing with you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hey, here I am. Yeah, I took the face cam off most of this video because I let my wife convince me to try micro needling. Face is very red. It actually looks a little bit better now than it did just a couple hours ago when I started making this video. But our full series is going to start here on the channel May 14th, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Forza Horizon 6 Part 1, the beginning. Can't wait for that. But I will have a couple more videos the next couple of days with little preview things that I'm allowed to show you guys. So very excited to show you more. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks again to Xbox for the early access. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.